I'm going to tell you a fact about ants that you've never heard before. There are over 12,000 species of ants in the world today, and they can be found on every single continent on Earth. But did you know that ants never sleep? That's right. Ants don't need sleep to survive. While most of us spend about a third of our lives sleeping, ants simply don't need sleep. They can go their entire lives without ever closing their eyes or even taking a nap. Now, there are some animals that can go without sleep for a very long time. For example, the common vampire bat can stay awake for up to 2 days while it's hibernating, and a group of male parrots named the kakapo can stay awake for up to 80 hours when they hanging out with each other. But these are nothing compared to the ant, who can go without sleep for its entire life. You might be wondering, how do we know that ants don't sleep? I mean, they're so tiny, it's hard enough to see them with the naked eye. But how do we observe their behavior? Well, scientists have actually been studying ants for decades now, and they've developed some pretty sophisticated technology to observe their behavior. One of the ways they've been able to determine that ants do sleep is by using tiny electrodes to measure the electrical activity in their brains. When ants are awake, their brains show a lot of activity. But when they're supposedly sleeping, their brains show no activity at all. Another way scientists have studied ant behavior is by using high-speed cameras to film them as they move around their colonies. Even under these highly sophisticated methods, scientists couldn't find any evidence that ants ever close their eyes or take naps. But if ants don't need sleep, then what do they do when they're not working? Do they just hang out with their friends and family? Well, not exactly. See, ants are what's known as an asocial insect. This means that they live in colonies with a queen whose job it is to lay eggs and a bunch of workers whose job it is to help the colony survive. The workers will do things like forage for food, defend the colony from invaders, and take care of the young. So when ants are not working, they're usually doing something else related to their colony. For example, they might be tending to their crops if they're a leafcutter ant, or they might be caring for their young. So the next time you see an ant, remember that it's not just a tiny little insect going about its day. It's a highly evolved creature that has not needed sleep for millions of years. That's all for this video. If you liked learning about this unique fact, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.